Okay, now we're live. Geez, here I am talking away like a goofball. And trying to figure out why I'm not seeing anything, but I forgot to hit the go live. It didn't want me to do it for some reason. All right, let's see. Nacho, Jonathan Stellato, Brady, McComb. Who else is in this thing? Oh, Mark. You know, who's number 6? Oh, let me look at the money. Braden and Wesley. Braden. I don't know where I got Brady from. And Wesley. All right, so let's do it this way. NL West. NL East. AL West. AL. Okay, so there we go. Let me bring up this other thing and then I'll turn this on so everyone can see everything. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. It is called Google Docs. And that. All right. So let's. That's going to have to be put up for now. No.
What did you say?
You got to put that up for now. Oh, easy, girl. Display capture.
You guys are supposed to be upstairs.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2,
Find the microwave.
3. Not the sauces. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wesley, Braden, Mark, JS, Nacho, and McComb. Let's put that in. Paste values only. Oh, now here are the things. National League West, East Central, AL West, Central East. I did that on purpose. I'm sneaky that way. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Copy those. Jump over here and paste them in, and then let's print them. There you can go. Wesley has the NL Central, Braden has the NL East, Mark the AL Central, Jonathan has the NL West, Nacho the AL East, and Brandon McComb has the AL West. You guys want a couple minutes to discuss it amongst yourselves and decide if you want to make any trades? Please knock yourself out. No one wants to trade with you. Why? NL Central, come on. You got all kinds of stuff. No, Wesley, you're NL Central. Mark is AL Central. I don't know why. So Wesley, you have the NL Central. Braden has the NL East. Mark has the AL Central. Jonathan the NL West. So he gets a refund. Nacho has the AL East, and Brandon McComb the AL West. Oy! These cases are not light. And as always, whether or not your division is good or bad is relative to the hits you get from it. Yeah, me. And that's why I keep them. So Jonathan, you will get a $2.54 refund on this break. $2.54 to cover the cost of the Giants. You know whoever gets the NL West doesn't get the Giants. Now don't be mean. You know, Jonathan, I've come to expect more from you than to be mean about my Giants. Look at that. Michael Chavez. AL East right off the board. Right out the gate. Right out the gate. Good luck to all of you. Unless it's a major hit, I may not even sleeve it. I mean, I may only sleeve it because I think I'm going to end up boxing these up and sending them to you. Olsen for the A's. Know what I'm saying? AL West. AL West, the A's. It's the Giants. NL Central, Javier Baez. No way. I'm too lazy for that, Jonathan. Come on, man. Williams Astudillo. AL Central. We're just going to worry about the big hits. Sammy Sosa. NL Central. I'm going to leave the sorting while I'm breaking to the professionals. Unless you guys want this to take longer, we'll take longer. Matter of fact, is the camera up? You guys can see the camera, right? What's the easiest way to do that? I guess there's none. It's too hard. It's too complicated. It's too complicated. No number. I mean, no name for the White Sox. Who is this guy? I don't know. Yolmer Sanchez. Buxton. Gavin Lux. But we'll put Lux over here. Max Scherzer. I have a feeling, no one hold me to this, that we're going to hit our elusive 1 of 1. Bellinger. NL West. AJ Puck. AL West is the first out of the gate. Okay. Either way, a Trout 25 would be. Phew. There'd be some snot and tears from someone. Who has the AL West? Escobar, NL West. Hey, Nat. Stanton. That is not true. So negative. You guys are all, everybody's so negative. Be positive. Be positive. You only got one shot. Come on, look at all the teams you have. Bradley. There you go. See that? That's positivity. Hey, Nat. Whatever thumping and bumping is going on upstairs, it's probably not a good thing. Jacob deGrom, NL East. And let's get Rowdy down here. We can start bagging this second breakup. That's right. The Indians have 2 autos. We know the Twins have Williams Astudillo. NL West. Jordan Alvarez. What's up, Aaron? We are doing well. How's it going with you? Colton Wong. Wonkish. I don't. Oh, you're talking about Robel Garcia. NL Central. Auto number 2. I feel a big redemption. I don't know why. I'm feeling big redemption. Yeah, I saw that now. Jordan Alvarez. Yeah, you can have him for the NL West. No one's going to care. Jordan Alvarez is now in the National League West. Unless somebody objects to that. Anyone care? Going once, going twice? Nope. Okay. Brandon McComb clearly does not care. Now he's using profanity on the... Oh, no, that's not really profanity. I'm guessing that meant no. Not 100% certain. I you know. But I think that meant no. And now he wants me to stop. What does he want me to stop doing? What should I stop doing, Brandon? Bets. Ooh, some gold to Grom. Should I stop torturing you? Is that what you're saying? Or stop trying to take your players? If you had the Giants to give away, that would be a horrendous, horrendous trade. Horrendous. They are doing well. They are doing well. Roughened Odor. AL West. I gave you time to decline the trade. You didn't. The Magician for the NL East. No reason to be upset. It's all going to be okay. If you need to hug Nacho, you can. Paul DeYoung, NL Central. Ted Williams. AL East. They are getting bigger. Twitchy every day gets a little bit better, which is good. My dog that I rescued from that lady that no one else wanted is a punk, but I can live with that. Xander Bogaerts, AL East. So this is the standard players weekend because it has the regular GQ logo. I'm thinking of switching Floppy's name to McComb and then kick him all the time. As he should be. As he should be. Houston Astros, NL West now, right? Is that what I remember? NL West? No, or that was just Jordan. AL West, no name. Floppy won't either. Floppy's a punk. Floppy is a punk. But we had a discussion, and it's him or me, and it's always going to be him. You're not the whipping boy. Come now. You have to be tougher than that to be part of the RCB crew. What aren't doing that great anymore? The mini cards? Oh, they're not doing the mini cards. Yeah, they do have the mini autos. They're doing the mini autos. Congratulations, Kevin Newman. Where does Kevin Newman belong? Why, he belongs in the NL Central. NL Central, Kevin Newman. Kepler, AL Central. So Mark, for all his complaining, got a monster. Look at that monster. Max Kepler, 42 out of 50. I feel wonkish. I feel wonkish right now. And Mark feels picked on. I mean, not Mark. Brandon. You see that monster? You got Garrison? Monster. Gavin Lutz. You're welcome. Look at that. NL Central. Monster. Monsters everywhere. Monsters for everyone.
Where you going, Flop?
Where are you going, Punky? Hold on, let me talk to Punky Brewster here. Where's Punky Brewster at? Is he right behind me? Hey, Punky Brewster, come here. Floppy. Floppy. Come here. Go to me there, Floppy. Come on. Oh, sweet boy. Why are you only sweet when you want to be? Wait, don't you be running off following your mama. Listen, she hates you. I'm telling you, she hates you. I saw her kick Twitchy. She hates you. Remember that. She kicked Twitchy. That is so mean. She will kick you too if she has a chance. So I would stay away from her if I was. I'm just telling you, giving you a heads up. When we're sleeping in bed at night, you should sleep with by me, not her, because she kicks Twitchy. Okay. Keep that in mind while you're playing. I'm telling you, keep that in mind. She kicked Twitchy. I saw her. Where's the Twitch at? You're so impatient. Just be patient. I was just talking to the dog. I'm trying to help the dog. My goodness. Don't be impatient. NL Central. AL East. At a 250. Chavez, AL East. Jonathan, when did you become so impatient? You have a small child. Be patient. Miles Nicholas. A break is like a small child. You have to feed it. You have to hug it. Guriel and Fultenowitz back to back. You have to feed it. You have to hug it, right? And sometimes in the case of Brandon McComb, you have to pat it on its little bottom and tell him everything is going to be okay. Guriel, AL East, followed by Fultenowitz. Right? You know what I'm saying? 1.5 out of 50. 2 autos in that pack. One and a half, Bob. 1.5. You're not patient enough to get any love tonight. I'm sorry. You are not being patient enough. A relief breaker. Who was the small auto? In the last case you're saying? It was an Indian guy, Savali for the Indians. Because we didn't get a small one yet here. Over under's 1.5, man. I'm going under. Oh, snap, right there. Look at that. Oh, I hate the AL Central. I hate them. I don't want the AL Central is the worst. 8 out of 25. Dylan Cease. Oh, son of a gun. AL Central. Fultenowitz for the Braves. So NL East, Brandon. I hate it. It's the worst. It's the worst. 8 out of 25. Mark is all mad right now. I am so... Oh, wait, snap. I'm not angry anymore. If I decide to send these different, we will do them traditionally, but... Oh, the other ones were Yates and Turner. Bazooka. NL Central Castillo. F4. Aw, Bob, I think maybe you're having a heart attack, man. You're awful old. I don't, might not be the cards taking your breath away. Somebody might call 911 to help you out here. Thunder. Pete Alonso. Somebody call 911. I don't want to say anything about that card because I don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt. So we'll just pass on that one. Babe Ruth. AL East. AL East. Who has the AL East? You have the Babe. Now, Brandon, before you get upset about anything for real, you know we all give each other grief here. So I don't want you to get upset for real. I only mess with the people I think can take it. You notice I don't mess with CL a lot because he can't take it. Is he here still? If he is, I didn't say that. Who's dead? Who died? Well, we were talking about Brandon. You're not talking about Brandon. I'm talking about Bob. Yeah, he's been dead inside for a long time. Bob's been dead inside for a long time. Ever since he stopped playing Little League Baseball with the babe, he's been dead inside. You can't take it either? What? Come on. Why can't you take it? Robo Garcia, NL Central. All right, then, fine. If you can't take it, I'll stop giving you grief. But I just want you to know you're not being any fun. Look like I got another CL on there. You look, I'm doing research right now. Yes, I think I am, CL. Yes, I think I am. Christian Yelich, NL Central. Babe Ruth is dead? Mark, when did that happen? Oh, no. This stuff's bound to go up in value now. Chapman, AL East. It's bound to go up in value. He's doing research on how to get out. AJ Puck out of 150. Man, this is a monster case. Look at all that great color. Extra autos. Color everywhere. AJ Puck all over the place. AL West. AL West. You know who's not getting any love right now? The NL West. CL's trying to figure out a conjugal visit, but nobody wants a conjugal with him, so, you know, he's doing some research. Kyle Schwarber. Oh, snap. Now I'm in. See, now I'm in trouble. All you guys now, see what you guys did. You got me in trouble with CL. Doggone it. Now I'm in trouble. 32 out of 50, Kyle Schwarber, NL Central. Now I'm in trouble. You should have had him sell your polar bear a long time ago. But I bet you he would. If anybody can sell it at CL. Lou Bob, AL Central. Lou Bob, AL Central. What a frickin' frack doing over there? What are you doing, frickin' frack? What is with these upside down? Christian Yelich. This must be Players Weekend, right? I believe that is Players Weekend. NL Central. NL Jordan, AL West. Hey Nat, Rowdy. Yeah. Go see what kind of trouble those two are getting into. The Joker, AL West. I heard it was to 15, I think. Alvarez, AL West to 250. No, it's the other one. What's the other one doing back there? She ain't gonna stay there. Artie's gonna jump down. Or worse, jump up. What you gonna do, Artie? You gonna jump down or up? Miles Mikolas. Gavin Lux, NL West. McKay, AL East. It's only a matter of time before something big for the NL West jumps out of here. Yep, Series 1 Polar Bear, Brandon. The one I pulled, the one Mark got, not Gots. The one Mark got, and now the one he wants to sell. Who is this one? Alzale. NL Central. Mark got one. In some ways, I regret not keeping the card and kicking him out of the group and having CL sell it, but, you know, Mark's all right. Cozy. You know what I'm saying? He's all right. What are you going to do? You can't kick out everyone and keep their card after they get a big hit. Just most people. It was a tough choice, $1,200 or boot mark. $1,200 or boot mark. I struggled with it for a long time. Struggled with it for a long time. Ultimately decided against my better judgment to, why does that one have? See that? Is that a scorch mark? We're going to find out. There's a black mark on the outside of that pack, and that means a 1 of 1. Uh-oh, Shohei on the back. Springer, Kershaw, and Shohei. I had an elaborate plan worked out, too, where I was going to have somebody impersonate Mark and then have him say bad things. And so thereby having justification to kick him out of 150. And then if I block him from everything and never send it to him, I could be like, oh, look, he's just lying because I kicked him out of the group. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess it's not. I think that pack was on fire, though, at some point. Aquino, NL Central. There it is. There's Jonathan's hit. Dun, 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 dun. NL West. Oops. This is random division. What? This one is random division break. So it'll be easier. We're going to pack it in boxes. Do you know the baseball divisions? I mean, you're smart enough to look them up. AL East, Aaron Judge. I mean, I guess if you guys want to sort them by team, you can. Now, what time you work tomorrow? Huh? You probably ought to go to bed. Sandy Koufax, NL West. And the hits just keep rolling in for Jonathan Stellato. As they always do. Sandy Koufax.
Bobby, not chase Gypsy around. Bobby, chase that cat around. Hey! Not in my room. You.
Christian Yelich. Oh, look at this one. A different players weekend. A different players weekend. Or this is the players weekend. And the other one's not. I don't know. We're going to have to look at the other one. The other one's something, but there's the NL Central again. I don't know why. What? You mean that doesn't go on the hits column? What kind of crap? What kind of crap is this? AL Central Mazzara. Camo helmet. Oh, you had a camo helmet on? Oh, okay. Oh, the other was military. All right. Thank you. We have such a smart group of people who break with us. Not a bunch of dummies, you know. Which is great. AL East Vladdy Jr. So that's worth some bucks then, huh? So give me a real number on the Bazooka Lubob. Bazooka Lubob. 100 plus could be anything. I'm guessing 179. David Peralta and Jonathan streak continues. Only 120? Oh, that's too bad. Diamondbacks Peralta. That sucks. Jonathan's missing a streak. Only. Bazooka. AL East Harvey. I'm with Jonathan. I don't like your 120 price. I say sell it for 279. CL, I hate to say this to you because you know how much I like you, but you get stuck in what it's worth and not what it will sell for. Yeah, but that guy got his. And the other price was an accidental price. You know what I'm saying, Shohei? On accident. The guy listed it poorly. I think you should listen to Jonathan. CL, and let's be honest with each other. What, honestly, do you know about selling cards? I mean, very little. And we're all sensitive today, aren't we? How come we're all so sensitive today? My goodness, it's sensitive day here at Restlesscraft Breakers. Christian Yelich.
Did I take the White Sox from you?
Yeah, you're right. You have it.
I'm gonna be real cheap. I'm gonna be real cheap. I have no clue. Assuming they get better White
AL West, Seattle Mariners, Nola, no name.
Yes, I did.
But there's nothing like a good argument over eBay pricing to kill a couple hours at a time. Where you argue actual value, and I argue what it will sell for. That thing, that is exactly it right there, CL. You have said it in a nutshell. A.L. East Bichette. I am the guy who saw it on the back of the Lucky Charms box. That's Haniger? Oh, it is. Okay. CL and I have this conversation all the time, and I'm the guy on the back of the Lucky Charms box. I'm always the one saying, I don't care what it's worth. What can you sell it for? Carter Kaboom. NL East, Carter Kaboom. And CL's always saying, but you're not going to get that much for it because it's not worth that much. And then I say, I don't care. Just sell it for that. There's some bozo out there who's going to buy it. Then he breathes heavy at me and shakes his head. I can actually feel him through the forest breathe heavy and shake his head. Like he's doing right now. He is actually doing that right now. As he's going to get another beer. Is Lou Bob in this stuff? Kepler. Vladdy. All right, Braden. Have a good night. Out of 150. Who'd you have, Braden? You had the NL East. Hey, we just pulled a good auto for you. Carter Kaboom. Rodriguez, AL East. AL East. That dude. Gavin Lux. AL Central. What is tomorrow? Friday? I wonder if my favorite Mexican grocery store is open this weekend. Deion Sanders, NL Central.
What I have to say to you. And now lower to the ground.
I think it's just going to be a shortened season. And I believe a shortened season benefits some of the crappier teams. Some of the teams who might not be able to go long, except that it's a shortened season. Ooh, look at this Aquino. Wow, that's a nice one. Players Weekend with the logo swap. NL Central. Players Weekend logo swap. NL Central. Wesley. Nice. Because a lot of those teams that when you hit August and September don't have the, no, they don't even compete that long, but they don't have the ability to compete, might in a shortened season have the ability to hang in there. You know what I'm saying? If Syndergaard didn't get hurt, I would have said the Mets. The Phillies were another one, didn't they peter out down the stretch? Oh, Bazooka. Noah Bazooka. NL East. But those teams, you know, I think Arizona Diamondbacks are another one that I think would benefit from a shortened season. Jordan. Who has the NL East? Who has the NL East is Braden. Braden has the NL East. Griffey. Oh, no, that doesn't say Griffey. Scherzer, NL East. Springer, AL West. The Reds would be another one that I think could benefit from that. Matt Beatty for the Dodgers, NL West. At least 2 autos for Jonathan S. I'm not a believer in the Reds yet. Not a believer. Not a believer in the White Sox yet. I think I will be in a couple years. I am not a believer at all in the Padres. And it's not because I hate the Padres. I don't. There's something about them that they just don't have a. They don't have a winning culture, and I think that hurts. And I think that winning culture means something. NL East. Braves have a winning culture. Mark Garrison said he has a winning culture. Yeah, like I said, I certainly think the Reds could benefit from that. Could benefit from a shortened season, because I mean, it gives them a little time to gel as a team. You know, 13 division titles in a row, Bob. 13 division titles in a row. Aquino, NL Central. That's a winning tradition, and they have won a World Series in there. The Dodgers have also a winning tradition, but I think there's a block in there. NL West. I think there's a block in there somewhere. They don't believe they can get over the hump, you know. Longoria. Bob. Yeah, but I think they have a good culture. Certainly a better culture than the Dodgers. Sure it is. You can have a winning culture and just not be able to finish it off. The Lakers have a winning culture, right? And they haven't won in a long time. The Braves fan base sucks? Really? That's news to me. How do they suck? Oh, I forgot. You're an NL East guy. If someone doesn't say Phillies, there's one. If someone doesn't say Phillies, then you're upset about it. I forgot about that. When is the last time they won? And how long have they had a sucky team? For quite a while. Since Kobe left. Since Kobe retired, they've sucked. So what I'm saying is, even in the bad times, the Lakers still have a winning culture. And I believe that about the Braves. So then your argument is the Phillies have a winning culture. Marte, Kettle Mart. Think you're gonna have to sell that one harder, Bob. Because I'll tell you right now, I would argue that aside from people's irrational hate of the Yankees, that 1 out of 50, Kettle Mart, that the Phillies are the most hated team in all of baseball. Which I think takes away from, man, another bazooka. Takes away from their potential winning culture. I think they do. AL East, I think they do. Where were the Phillies when the Braves were winning 14 division titles in a row, Aaron Judge? Was it 14, 13, or 14 in a row? Where were the Braves at? Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a correct statement. Cardinals have a winning culture. The Cubs do not. That is true. Carl Yastrzemski. I would agree with that. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't believe that, because the Tampa Bay Rays have a winning culture. And they have no money. The A's, most years, are very competitive. I don't think the A's have a... The A's are like the Dodgers, in that I think they find a way, and they're always a competitive team, but they lack that thing that gets you over the top. They lack that thing that gets you over the top. Really? So they haven't been a 90-plus win team for how long now? Long time. Long time. Nico Horner, dang it. NL Central. Long time. That is a winning culture. They believe with no money they can compete. That is building a winning culture. The A's have a winning culture. Nah, not 3 years ago they didn't. Autograph of Max Muncy. That guy, Max Muncy. NL West. NL West. NL West. So you picked out 1 year. Look at their last 10 years and tell me that they do not have an average at or above 90 wins a year. And you can pick out 1 year for any team. Alvarez. You can pick out 1 year for any team. I mean, that's okay. So 2 years. Does that, to you, if you don't have an above 500 record, that means you don't have a winning culture? You don't believe that you can be competitive all the time? 93 out of 150. If you guys go by all the metrics that you guys go by, no team has a winning culture because no one wins it all the time. That would mean that the team that best can be described as having a winning culture would be the San Francisco Giants because they were the team that won the most recently. I mean, give me a break. Yeah, you can be below 500 and have a winning culture. Absolutely you can. You can believe, you can have things go wrong in a year. Absolutely things can go wrong in a year. Shohei. Things go wrong for teams all the time and it affects the entire year. And they sucked the last few years, right? So then the Giants don't have a winning culture. Because since 2016, they've been below 500. So how can they have a winning culture? The Giants have been under 500 for the last 3 years. That means that the Giants do not have a winning culture. By your definition. Because in 2 years, Wilson Contreras. What is this one? Oh, 42. Because for 2 years, the Tampa Bay Rays were under 500. Therefore, if that is the case, then the Giants being under 500 for the last 3 years means they don't have a winning culture. I'm focused. So the only way that makes it happen is if you have multiple rings. Really? In the last 20 years, how many teams have multiple rings? That takes out the Dodgers. Takes out all the NL West except for the Giants. Takes out the entire AL West. Yes? The Cardinals in the Central, right, have won in the last 20 years. They've won 2. You know? Winning culture. It's not 1 a.m. It's 1:18 a.m. Neither do I. I just bring it up because it's fun. I know the hot buttons. For Bob, it's anything about any team in the NL East, and I got him. AL East. Any team in the NL East, and I got him. But I will say it again, when people talk about the Atlanta Braves, the first thing that does not go through your head is loser. When you hear that go through your head, you do not hear loser. AL Central Savali. Well, okay, turn down that's fine. Turn down the volume. I don't care. See, you're a Yankees fan. That doesn't mean anything to me. You would say things bad about anyone else. I mean, geez Louise. How many World Series have the Yankees won in the last 20 years? How many have they won in the last decade? If I didn't make erroneous statements, Bob, I would have nothing. What would I have if I didn't make erroneous statements, Bob? Tatis. What do I have left?
Angels.
Oh.
Seattle.
NL West.
San Diego.
Out of 150. Davis. Nice. I like it. But I guarantee you, I asked 10 people, Bob. I asked 10 people in the know about the game of baseball who aren't Phillies fans, fanatic, and hate everybody else in the East. And they will say the Braves have a winning culture. Every single one of them. 10 out of 10.
I knew there was one. This is all.
10 out of 10 will say that. I don't know. Ask every team in the game. When's the last time the Yankees won the World Series? 2000 what? I mean, honestly, 2000 what? In the know, Bob. I'm not saying you're not. But I'm saying your judgment is clouded because you hate everyone but the Phillies. Chipper Jones. You probably think Chipper shouldn't have been in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure I think Chipper should have been in as fast as he was. Braves suck. Brian Reynolds. Players Weekend. Uni. NL Central. Everyone gets so emotional. We're grumpy people tonight. We're grumpy people tonight. What'd you hear? I didn't say anything. I say we're all grumpy people tonight. Grumpy. Woo. Ooh, look at that. Michael Lorenzen. Oh. It might have worked if I'd have said something. I should have said something. Next time I'm saying something, then we don't have to worry about it. Yankees suck too. In Mark's world, no team has a winning culture, so it doesn't matter. Gavin Lux. Dylan Cease. Just Threads. Who definitely do not have a winning culture, by the way. Baez. Dylan Cease. Nice. Our second Dylan Cease auto. I like it. You notice how Jonathan doesn't say anything, but he's a Mariners fan, so he can't really say anything. He can't really be a part of the conversation. Do you think Eddie Matthews is better than Chipper Jones? That's because you're old. NCRT. Out of 150. I answer that question because you're old. I mean, answer that statement. You're old. That's why. I think you have to count out players who were not lifelong team guys, or most of their career with one guy, with one team. Was Eddie Matthews most of his career with the Braves? I don't know the answer to the question. I'm saying if we're going to talk about who's the greatest for a specific team. Boy, I can't say specific at all. He was a red, so I could see that argument. Until is Dickerson a rookie? Bob? So who is the best third baseman ever? I know you're not going to say Mike Schmidt because that's a lie. Albert. That's a big list of many great third basemen. Schmidt was not even close. 250. The guy couldn't field at all. He was a terrible fielder. Old Leadfoot Schmidt. Unless they hit the ball right to him, he couldn't even field it. Man, Bob, you know nothing about baseball, do you? Do you know anything about baseball, Bob? Brooks Robinson, in my opinion, I'm not saying Schmidt wasn't. In my opinion, I think Brooks Robinson was the best. When you combine all the factors, was the best third baseman ever. I think Brooks Robinson is the best third baseman ever. And then if I were Bob, I would say, no, no. Then after that, it would be Pablo Sandoval. You know, if we're just going to randomly put in players that are on the teams that we like. Shed Long. AL West. Since Bob's going to just randomly pick every Philly. They're only great if they were a Philly. Did you see what I said? R.E. Matthews tenor with the Braves. That he started with somebody in... I never liked Beltre, so I can't really speak on him. Never been a fan of his, so I'm not going to pretend like I would be objective about him. George Brett, yeah, I think there's an argument for George Brett. AJ Puck, well, that's pretty cool. AJ Puck, come on guys, stop sticking together. AJ Puck. I was never a fan of Beltre. I never liked him all that much. Alonso and Altuve. Paul Molitor, Molitor was a heck of a player. Victor Robles. Yankees never produced a third baseman worth of crap ever. Every Yankee third baseman sucked in the whole history of Yankeedom. That's my CL paying attention. Lou. Lou Bob. Aaron Judge. All right, I'll let you work since you're being old poopy butt tonight anyway. Roberto Clemente, NL Central. Maybe after you get some sleep, you'll be more fun to argue with. And the next topic of conversation with me and CL will be why the Giants historically are a better franchise than the Yankees. I know you were. I know you were. It's all right. I get it. I get that you've had a rough day. I'm all right with it. I mean, I'm all right with, you know, I understand that you're a little testy. So it's all good. I don't have any white circles. Anyone have any white circles? AL East. You just need to go to bed. Leave it. We can sort it tomorrow. Yeah, but you need to go to bed.
It's like 12:30.
I know.
Go to bed.
You're awful old.
Watch yourself, boy.
You're talking to your son?
Yeah.
I don't have any. I don't have any. Yeah, when CL's in a better mood, we will have a conversation about why the best New York team ever now resides in San Francisco. That'll be a fun one. Aaron Judge. Young for the Diamondbacks. Out of Craig Nettles, a pretty good player back in the day. I was never a big fan of Wade Boggs. I don't know what I didn't like about Wade Boggs. He always seemed a little schmucky. I guess I'm one of the few that I always thought A-Rod was a good player. He always seemed like a decent guy. I remember Nettles when he played for... Oh, wait a minute. Am I thinking of Nettles? No. I'm not thinking of Nettles. I was going to say the A's, but that's... I'm thinking of Carney Lansford for some reason. I know who Craig Nettles is, but I'm thinking of... Whit Merrifield, AL Central. I don't know why I'm thinking of Carney Lansford, but whatever. This case is all over the place. We're going to get CL's Trout out of 25. Jordan Yamamoto. NL East. Dylan Cease, man. Dylan Cease has been all over this thing. Out of 250. I forgot to even watch because you were. Dylan Cease. I don't know. We'll recap at the end. AL East. John Means no name. NL Central belongs to Mark. No. NL Central belongs to. Wait, who did you ask about? NL Central is Wesley. I'm sorry. NL Central is Wesley. AL West. Man, I'd be grumpy too if I had to update resource allocations. I would hate that. If it were me, I would just send them all to one place, and then I would tell everybody else, contact these people if you need anything. All right, Bob, have a good night. I don't know. He doesn't want to get in the middle of this fracas, this brawl. That's not how it works, darn it. I guess I would get fired. They'd be like, dude, you have no idea what you're doing, do you? And I would say, no, I'm sorry. And then I would be fired. And then homeless, living with Robbie J. Means out of 250. Living with Robbie J. Brandon Crawford. Nico Horner. And an NL West guy. DeYoung. Where'd Jonathan go? Did you leave us, Stellato? Ken Griffey Jr., AL West.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to smush it. Yeah.
What? It looks like a lightning bug.
Oh, you know what?
Here, we have a grabber or something pulled off.
Well, don't you just want to go look at my toilet?
Not really. I don't want to touch it.
It is smashed. It is smash it. You quit breaking forever? Man, I wish you would have gone out on a higher note. Well, we're going to have to hit something for him. Pretty soon we'll see Pike Street Market Breaks, or whatever it's called in Seattle. What do they call that? The Great Northwest Breaks. Kettle Mart, NL West. Probably. If we only probably gave him a headache, we weren't working hard enough. Probably a baby thing. Ted Williams. AL East, Ted Williams, no name. Come on, Ted, why you fighting me? You know, Ted, you've always been a disagreeable dude. You need to be nicer. Where'd the other two go? Yeah, well, they need to start wrapping some cards against the table. It's called sorting. Get him down here. You want his Pirates autograph? Okay. You got it. I'll send him to you. Urshela, AL East, out of 250. 150. Did I say 150? Huh, that said 150. I thought these were all out of 250. That's weird. I guess I learned something. Well, that didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Those things just shot out of my hands. My apologies. Chavez, AL East. I got very angry for a split second. Am I going to have more Inception? Yeah. I'm working on getting... I have one case on the way in. I'm working on getting more. Pricing has gotten to the point where I don't want to... I would be forced to raise the price of a break, and I don't want to do that. So I got to keep working on the... I'll keep working on that. Bazooka... 22 out of 25. If this is, honestly, CL, if this is Mike Trout. Shed Long. AL West. Man, we got the right division. Shed Long, AL West. Dang it. Dang it. Ah, well, it was out of 25, right? We had the right division. So it was a good start. Wong. So close. Smelling old fish. You were smelling Bob. Gavin Lux. Somewhere Bob just heard that and he's like, yeah, wait a minute. NL West. AL West isn't actually doing too bad. AL West isn't doing too bad. Michael Chavez. AL East. Why'd you almost cry? You got an autograph from a decent prospect out of 25. Decent young player. Or you almost cried because you thought it was Mike Trout? Yeah, that would have been. That I understand. I'm sure Nacho would have held you. Carter Kaboom. NL East. No name. Let's see if Gurriel's number is 42, so this is nothing. Woo! 3 cases a day is about my limit, guys. I'm ready to be done. Aquino. I'm ready to call up CL and have a shouting match with him over the phone for 10 minutes. About absolutely nothing. Ah, boo. Last box mojo, guys. Last box. CL can't stay awake and have an argument mojo. Last box. He should try to stay awake and argue with me all night mojo. Giolito, McNeil, and Bregman. NL East. Vladdy. AL East. Logo swap. They done swapped the logos. Chris Bryant, NL Central. Mike Trout, AL West. Reggie, AL West. The Reginator. Stay up there, Reggie. Only thing left for me to hit in here would be a Buster Posey 1 of 1. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. But it's okay. Man, Yelich. NL Central. Yelich has been all over this thing. Yelich, no name. He's been all over this break. Mauricio Dubon, Med Rosario. Dylan Cease. Mike Yastrzemski. Look at that. Christian Yelich, NL Central. There's an autograph. AL Central, Bobby Bradley. Dozier, Kansas City Royals, out of 150. So Brandon, I got to give you, I got to send you back 70, huh? You overpaid on this? Is that what you said? I don't know. I gotta redo them all. $270, okay. I'll fix all that. I'll give Jonathan his refund after the break. NL East. There's Aquino. Brian Reynolds, NL Central. It's the Centrals that are hitting it pretty good out of 250. Why are some of those out of 250 and some of them out of 150? We'll recap the hits when we're done by division. AL East. Fernandez. One of these last two packs should have an auto. Baez, San Diego Padres. here's the sleeve pile. And let's start recapping. West, Central, 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 NL Central, AL West, AL East, NL East, NL East, AL East, NL Central, or West, AL East, NL East, AL Central, NL West, Central, East, Central, 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 NL, AL, AL, L, NL, NL, L, AL, NL, AL, NL, AL, NL, NL, AL, AL, NL, AL, AL. See you later, CL. AL, 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 AL. Whoa, AL, AL. AL Central. Central, West, Central, Central, West, Central, East, Central, AL Central, AL East, AL, 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 NL, NL, okay. We're going to start with the NL West. NL West. Escobar out of 50, black and white for Diamondbacks. Peralta for the Diamondbacks out of 150. Sandy Koufax, high number. Peralta auto base. Beatty auto base out of 50. Kettle mark. Muncie base auto. Fernando Tatis out of 150. Young black and white out of 50. Kettle mark logo swap. And Baez auto. So 4 autos for the NL West. NL Central. Let me just get you guys out of the way here so it's easier. For the Cubs, Sammy Sosa, high number. Otto Garcia, Cubs. Otto Newman, Pirates. Bazooka Castillo for the Reds. Garcia, no number for the Cubs. Black and white Schwarber for the Cubs. This must be the camo we decided. Yelich for the Brewers. Alzolay autograph for the Cubs. Yelich Players Weekend with a logo swap. High number Sanders. Aquino Players Weekend with a logo swap. Contreras. Why do we take out Contreras? Oh, it's something. Oh, it's the Jackie Robinson. Pirates Players Weekend. Reynolds. No name. Michael Lorenzen for the Reds. Clemente. No name. Yelich for the Brewers. And Reynolds out of 250. NL East for the Mets. McNeil out of 150. DeGrom out of 250. DeGrom Gold out of 50. Poltenowitz auto out of 50. Carter Kaboom base. Bazooka Nola for the Phillies. Dickerson for the Phillies base. Nola out of 150. Phillies. Enciarte for the Braves out of 150. Chipper Jones high number. Victor Robles out of 250 for the Nationals. Yamamoto for the Marlins, and a no number Carter Kaboom for the Nationals. AL West did pretty well for the Athletics. Logo swap. Olsen. Puck auto base. Logo swap. Odor for the Rangers. No name. Zach Greinke for the Astros. AJ Puck out of 150 for the A's. Altuve out of 250 for the Astros. Springer out of 150 for the Astros. For the A's, Davis out of 150. Ken Griffey Jr. high number for the Mariners. Shed Long, the Bazooka, 22 out of 25 for Seattle. No name, Haniger for the Seattle Mariners. Guzman, Texas Rangers out of 150. Albert, Angels out of 250. Shed Long, base, Mariners. AJ Puck out of 99 for the A's, and Reggie Jackson, high number for the A's. AL Central, no name, Yolmer Sanchez for the White Sox. Kipler out of 50 for the Twins. Very nice Dylan Cease auto out of 3 out of 25. This is out of the packs at the top. I mean the foil packs. Out of 250, Mazzara, Dylan Cease blue fortune teller out of 250. Max Kepler out of 150. Reyes, Bazooka back. Bradley out of 250. Savali for the Indians, base. Dylan Cease for the White Sox, base. Whit Merrifield for the Royals, base. Bradley for the Indians, base. And Hunter Dozier out of 150 for the Kansas City Royals. AL East, out of 50, Michael Chavis for the Red Sox. Ted Williams, high number. Players Weekend, Bogarts for the Red Sox. Out of 250, Hayes for the Orioles. Gurriel, base auto. Babe Ruth, high number. Means out of 250 for the Orioles. Ted Williams, no name, high number. Michael Chavis, auto for the Red Sox. Bazooka, Harvey for the Orioles. Rodriguez out of 250 for the Red Sox. Carl Yastrzemski, high number for the Red Sox. Means logo swap for the Orioles. Means no name for the Orioles. Urshela out of 150 for the Yankees. And Vladdy, logo swap for the AL East. There you go, guys. Another fun break full of lots of great conversation. Lots of great conversation. What comes out next? I don't know. Some football or basketball product next week, I'm sure. Thanks, guys, for buying in. That was a lot of fun, as always. You guys have a fantastic night, and I will talk to all of you tomorrow. See you then.